Welcome to the Literary Apothecary. My name is Kate, and today I'm here to talk about Only a Grateful Dew by James Lloyd Dullin. This is the final book in the Malitu series. It's fantasy, historical fantasy. I read this because I loved the rest of the series, and it just got better with each book. The first book is No Heart for a Thief, and the second book is No Safe Haven. And there was another prequel, Don't Bloody the Black Flag, I believe it's called, which was also really good. This book was just released at the end of June, on June 24th. So if you haven't gotten your copy yet and you read the other two books, you definitely want to get your copy now. If you are a big fan of historical fantasy and books about indigenous story retellings in favor of the indigenous people with magic involved, then you'll definitely want to pick up this series if you haven't already. That's the Malitu series. But so let's get to my general thoughts about this book and just talk all about this book. Only a Grateful Dew hurt to read so much and so hard. It made me cry several times, and once I got to that last quarter of the book, 25%, nearly every chapter made me cry. I was sobbing by the end. Yet despite all the tears, this was the perfect ending for these characters and this story. It was heartbreaking, but I couldn't imagine it ending in any other way. Here's a spoiler-free description for book 3. Now this is going to give away slight spoilers for books 1 and 2, so if you haven't read those yet, go read those then, and then come back to this, watch this review, and then go read book 3. On the march towards war, blood is both a promise and a gamble. Newly dubbed the hero of Annalise, Kalo is thrust into leading a rebellion against insurmountable odds. His people are dying, if not in labor camps, in occupied cities, as everything that makes them Aenean is stripped away. In 2 generations, the great spirits will be legends, and Aenea will be yet another conquered territory. People look to Kalo and the myth growing around him to stem the rising tide. 16 years later, a trivial rebellion, a reclusive nation, and a vast empire march towards a battle to decide the fate of Aenea and her people. The actions of the small folk go unseen. Those who want to serve, those who have given up, those imprisoned, those who will fight at any cost, and those who will protect the people they love with every breath will tip the scales. Aenea is not done fighting. So let me jump into all of my thoughts on this. This book was written for no one but these characters. These characters were perfect for this book. This book is perfect for these characters. They developed in exactly the way that they needed to. And although there were times, especially at the beginning, when it was hard for me to distinguish between the different points of views and timelines, the characters were perfect. The atmosphere and setting were also perfect. I felt all the tension and atmosphere and could see, feel, smell, and hear the settings. A writing style. Although, as I mentioned above, the points of views and timelines were difficult to distinguish early on, especially when they were both Kalo at different times, and even though each chapter stated whether it was, quote, now or in the past, it didn't affect my reading of it. I still enjoyed what was in that chapter itself. And I was completely 100% swept away in this story. It was written with such emotion and care and heart that there were particular moments that were written with clarity and perspective, and I really appreciated those moments, and I definitely let the author know about them. Our plot, even though it was devastating and heartbreaking, like I said, I couldn't imagine it ending any other way. Intrigue, yeah. 100% all the way throughout, I had to know down to the epilogue and very last page what happened. Our logic, everything made so much logical sense that it hurts. And enjoyment. This was a beautiful, heartbreaking end to the series. I, quote, enjoyed it as much as one can and immediately told people about it and messaged the author about it, and I posted a picture of myself crying as advertisement for Only a Grateful Dew on Instagram because it was that damn good. I loved this book so much, and I am sad to see this series end, but can't wait to see what Dullin gives us next. As I said, if you are interested in, first of all, if you've read the first 2 books, you definitely have to read this book. But if you're interested in historical fantasy, indigenous retellings from the point of view of indigenous with a very unique magic system, you would be interested in the Malitu series. I will have a full video series review on this series coming very soon, I think next week or the week after that. So stay tuned for a series review if you haven't read it yet, but you are interested and want to know more. All of that coming very soon. So if you have read Only a Grave Will Do, let me know in the comments below. What did you think of it? What parts got to you the most? I will comment in the comments with my parts so I don't give away spoilers in this video. As always, keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.